This Bigfoot sighting comes out of Miller County, Arkansas, from the winter of 2000, around late June or early February, the witness says. That he was coon hunting in Miller County, Arkansas. That he wasn't for sure just how far from Mercer Bayou he was. He says he was in an area called Thornton Wells by the old timers. They were hunting in the flooded timbers when their dogs split treed. So the witness started across the swamp to where his dogs had treed, while the guys that was with him headed for their dogs. When the witness says he got to his dogs, with the coon being in the tree, he rounded his dogs up and put them on their leashes. With everything being good on his end, he decided to head over to where the other guys were. He could still hear their dogs treeing. They were on the other side of the swamp, it sounded. Now, as the witness started heading in their direction, suddenly he could hear someone walking behind him. It sounded like a person to him, saying while him and his dogs were in the flooded timbers, that the water was 8 to 15 inches deep, with it being blackish in color. Just old-looking swamp water, he says. That he could tell by its gait, just the way it moved through the water. So the witness called out to them, thinking it might be one of his hunting companions. With him being in dismay, there was no answer back. Instead, the witness says, he only heard what sounded like a deep, low growl to him. Then all of a sudden he smelt the most awful, putrid smell. The witness described the smell as if you had killed a wild hog, and after dragging it till you gave out, then you wiped the sweat off your face using the hand you've just been dragging the hog with. The smell of your hand that knocks you over. Wow, that didn't even sound good. But I'm sure most hunters out there kind of knows what he's talking about. At least the hog hunters anyway. He also said at this time he heard a whining kind of whistling sound when his dogs on the leash started to whimper. Now the witness says that these weren't just any old dogs. His dogs was UKC Lipper breed walkers. That they weighed around 100 pounds each. That they had killed coyotes that had came around them as they had something treed. Yet at this moment they were cowering and crouched behind his legs, while whimpering like newborn pups. He says that he couldn't understand what was going on, saying that he still didn't have any concerns. So he got his dogs and started moving again towards his friends. After just a few minutes back moving, he heard the sound of someone or something walking behind him again. So the witness said that he stopped again and turned around to see what was following him. As he turned, standing right in front of him was this massive creature. The witness says as his light hit this creature's eyes, they shined back at him. They just glowed like a deer's eyes in a spotlight. This creature was at least 8 feet tall, maybe 9. At this time, the witness says that every hair on the back of his neck was standing straight up, saying that he was really scared, that he doesn't remember ever being this scared before in his life. He noticed that this creature had dark hair covering its body from head to toe. This creature made a hissing sound. Then it reached down and scooped up water, throwing it at the witness, as it was making a very deep, throaty sound. At this time, his dogs started biting at their leashes and lunging at this creature, saying that his dogs regained their bravery for sure at this point, where their loyalty and will to protect their owner kicked in, overtaking their fear. The witness says he grabbed the leashes and him and the dogs just started running. as the witness was running across the swamp, saying that he was so scared that he didn't even realize that him and the dogs were running in the wrong direction. When he says he came up to a big cypress, that he took a knee trying to catch his breath, when he heard this creature again behind him. This time it sounded like it was about 100 yards away, with this creature following him for a while more. Then the witness says he could hear this creature moving away from him in the bayou. While this creature was heading away from him slowly, he could hear it making a moaning sound. He stopped and caught his breath once again while finding his bearings. After he realized what direction he needed to head, at this point the witness just wanted to get back to his truck. As he got back to his truck, his friends were already there, saying that when he saw his friends he was so relieved, but that he never said a word about what he experienced that night. He knows what they would have said and done. Mainly they would have laughed him down. He knows because he would have also. He says that he only ever told one person about what had happened to him. It was an older coon hunter that he knew had seen something out there as well. He said the old timer told him not to ever tell anyone about what he had seen, that they would only make fun of him. The old timer said that he knew this from experience. So the witness says that he never told anyone, not until he made this sighting report on the BFRO website. He says that he had nightmares about this for a long time, while he has never went back to Thornton Wells, saying that he has no plans on ever going back either. He doesn't coon hunt anymore either. Now, a few more details came out of the follow-up investigating report. The witness noticed that he saw this creature's hands very well when it reached down to splash the water, stating that it looked like a giant monkey's hand, saying that it did have skin on its hand, that it was gray in color, with hair that ran right up to the hand, with the hair being a dark brown or a rusty brown. While the witness also said that this creature's face was a grayish color as well. But the witness says the face was very human-like, that it haunted him in his dreams for many years now. Wow. So I hope you liked this sighting report. So till next time, stay safe and have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you can keep up with all of our newest videos. And thanks for watching Those Endless Mysteries.